For every touchdown scored, credit needs to be given to the playmakers who made that touchdown happen. And no, I'm not talking about the running backs or the wide receivers or even the quarterback. I'm talking about the men in the trenches, the offensive line.
You know, Vaughn, I had a feeling you were going to say that, and you're not wrong. I think it's up to you guys you're the playmakers, man, and people are going to think it's the quarterback, but no, it doesn't happen without you.
Agreed. I'm Vaughn Parker, 11-year veteran in the NFL, 10 of those with the Chargers, and today we're talking about the offensive tackles. So, what is an offensive tackle? Offensive tackles are set at the ends of the offensive line, and they are responsible for the width of the pocket for the quarterback in the passing game. And in the running game, they're responsible for setting the edge, sealing the edge, and creating a new line of scrimmage and providing room for the running backs to hit the hole. These are basically the responsibilities of an offensive tackle. And typically, your left tackle is going to be your most athletic offensive lineman, period, because most offensive quarterbacks are right-handed. So their blind side, their left side, is to the left side of the offense. To counteract that, defenses typically put their best edge rusher on the offensive left side. And so you want your best guy protecting the blind side of the quarterback, because blind side hits cause fumbles, and fumbles cause turnovers, and turnovers often lead to scores. So when I say pocket, I'm referring to the space where the quarterback sets up, receives the ball, he surveys the field, and delivers the football to the receivers or the running backs or the tight ends. In the passing game, the offensive tackle is responsible for providing the width of that area for the quarterback, keeping it clean so he has time to make his decisions, so the receivers have time to get down the field. And if everyone does their job and execute well, then the quarterback has what we refer to as a clean pocket in order to move, slide if he needs to, and deliver the ball. And that's how successful offenses operate. And in the running game, they're responsible, again, for sealing the edge, making sure that the edge is secured in many of the blocking schemes. He's got to create movement and protect that edge. He wants to reestablish the line of scrimmage for the edge, quote unquote. What I mean by the edge is, if you look at the offensive formation, is the space from the outside the tackle to the sideline, where any threats that come, the tackle is responsible for it, so that the running back has space to get the ball, read the defense, make his cut, and then move the ball in a vertical direction up and down the field. Well, the defense, of course, is trying to combat that by trying to compress the edge to make the tackle less efficient, less strong, because by doing that, they compress the room that the running back has to run in. And so, worst thing in the world for the running back is to just been delivered the ball from the quarterback, and all of a sudden there's people at his feet.
So I think what I'm hearing you say, Vaughn, is that it's no longer just the big muscle up front, which is what back in the day I think everybody thought about an offensive tackle, just big, strong, smash mouth, push down, pull out, whatever that may be. It's much more intricate than that. The finesse, the things that it takes to actually be an offensive tackle, it's a lot more than people think.
Absolutely. And it's in response to who they were getting after the quarterback. The position had to evolve because of the Richard Dents, the Lawrence Taylors, the Bruce Smiths of the world, and the position naturally had to keep up with who they were sending after people's quarterbacks.
Right. So that leads me to some of my personal favorite offensive tackles. I'm assuming you might know who these guys are. So I'm thinking one guy, Anthony Munoz. We know him as a lifetime Bengal guy. He did play in Tampa in 1993. But what made him great? He was really known for his workout regime. He revolutionized the footwork, the technique. He was a really different kind of player. And then I'm thinking about Jonathan Ogden, who was played his entire career for the Ravens. He is, because he's still here in this world, he is 6'9". But again, a lot of finesse, a lot of movement, a lot of grace for such a big guy. And he was a fellow UCLA Bruin, Mr. Parker, like I had to tell you. And then these are my two very, very favorite, aside from, of course, Vaughn Parker. Vaughn Parker, I will go on record, is my favorite offensive tackle. But after Vaughn Parker, Jackie Slater.
Yes.
And you know how I love Jackie, and being from, spent all those years in Orange County. Jackie Slater played 20 seasons in the NFL. 20. He was the blocker for Walter Payton in college at Jackson State, and then Eric Dickerson at the Rams, two of the most prolific running backs. So back to what you said at the beginning of this episode, the glory guys really are not the glory guys. It is the guys blocking for the glory guys. And then my current favorite offensive tackle, and I know you know what I'm going to say here. It is Mr. Tristan Wirfs from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he has exceptional pass blocking skills. And did you know that in his rookie season, he allowed only 10 pressures on the quarterback? And who, by the way, was that quarterback? It was Mr. Tom Brady.
So, great offenses are dependent on great play on the edges by their tackles. If the tackles don't get the job done, then your play does not go.
Yeah, that's so true. And all those unsung heroes on the line, let's give a hand for them, please.
This was Football Fundamentals. I'm Vaughn Parker, and thanks for joining us as we break down the trenches.